welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of my Wi-Fi battle series. Today we're going to bring our Mother's Day team again. This consists of Marowak, Ninetales, Hawlucha, Ariados, Tauros, and Lumineon. I've had a little more packs with this team than I had last Wi-Fi battle you guys saw, so hopefully this will end up with a better result than it, and we'll end up positive this episode. So my opponent's bringing a Super OU team. Perhaps even Ubers if you're going to be running in Smogon terms, which would be the Salamence could potentially mega into an Uber. But anyway, he has a Salamence, a Arcanine, a Conkeldurr, a Dragonite, Venusaur, and a Azumarill. I see a pretty large rock weakness here, and pretty good ground weakness. Sadly, I'm not doing anything that covers both those bases. Probably a huge power Belly Drum Azumarill. That'd be my guess. But it could be packing thick fat. And his Charizard, his Venusaur could also possibly be Mega. As 4 of his Pokemon are ground-based Pokemon, the other 2 are super weak to Ice. I'm going to definitely bring Ariados in. I'm going to bring the Lumineon for the 4 times Ice. And for those that are actually ground-based, I will bring Marowak. The only one I have to worry about then is Azumarill. And I can hopefully take out Azumarill with attacks from Lumineon as it can Storm Drain. And if it wants to go in Aqua Jet, then I can just chip away at it. But Lumineon is very key to keep up, or keep alive. I probably should have gone with Tauros as it has Iron Head, and that would be a good fairy counter directly, but Water resists Steel, so it actually wouldn't matter too much, and it's not Stab. He leads our Arcanine, which is not what I was expecting. Luckily, unless he gets the burn on a fire move, which he might be running, I'll be able to get Sticky Webs up and start giving myself a little bit of an advantage. He goes on an electric move, so if I break a paralysis, if he even gets paralysis, he does not get his paralysis. Don't know why he went for electric when he has obviously fire type. Obviously he didn't know I was Sash, but even so, it just makes sense. Sash or not, you're going to go after me and completely break my Sash. I would have just went with the super effective and stab fire move. That's just me. I'm going to go with the Sucker Punch, presuming he's going to attack me again. Get a little bit of damage on him. Water Charge. I'm wondering if he's not choiced into it. No, because if he was like Choice Banded, for example, then you'd think that would actually have done more than what it did, even though it wasn't a super effective hit. Well, I tell you, if he's Choice, he's going to be, he won't be able to hit my Marowak, which gives me 1 turn setup. And if he's not Choice, I resist his Stab. Of course, a burn could happen, and that would be very unfortunate if I'm just taking the risk here. Turns out he was more than likely Choiced for some reason into an electric move. Coming in on Salamence, which will obviously not be... It will intimidate me, which is not what I'm wanting. I don't want that. He can have his Intimidate. I almost want to switch into the Lumineon here to take out the presumable Mega Salamence, or even normal Salamence, but I don't want to risk the turn. And even with my being intimidated, I still came out stronger from that Swords Dance than I got deducted from me. So I'm going to go for a Thunder Punch and kind of risk it here. So it is a Mega Salamence, as I predicted. So far we see he has 1 ground Pokemon, 1 flying Pokemon, so the webs only are going to help so much. Hyper Voice, well it's now a flying move. Brings me down to just barely living at 7 HP. I think that Intimidate probably had a lot to do there. Would have been awesome to have had the paralysis, but obviously it didn't come to pass that way. I can't remember the last time I saw it. Well, I usually don't see Mega Salamances, but the ones I do see in VGC games will be running a turn over Hyper Voice. Well, this is not a very good start for me. If I can survive the 1 Hyper Voice, which I believe I probably will be able to, then the Ice Beam will take him out. Oh, I'm actually faster? Well, that's cool. Now, Arcanine comes in. Other than extreme speed and perhaps quick attack won't have any priority, so it will be slower than me. And then we don't know where his other guy is. In an ideal world, it would be a Azumarill, but even then, that's not exactly ideal, because it could still hit me with something other than a water move. I don't know. Maybe he thought his choice scarfed, because I was a bit surprised that I outsped the Salamence. Maybe he was surprised as well, and thought I tried to scarf myself into Ice Beam. It actually goes Conkeldurr, which is a slip Pokemon to begin with, and I am Water type, but it can learn nasty moves like Thunder Punch, and with the insane amount of HP it has, I'm not liking that. The best chance I have is to get a Scald and just hope and pay for it burn. Nope, he will Drain Punch me though. I resist it, but it's a Conkeldurr, so try and make of that what you will. This game is more than likely over now. Conkeldurr will take me out unless this is a crit. Unless I get a crit and a burn, then I don't see this happening. And I get neither a crit nor a burn. And he takes out Lumion. Not the best start, but he does get a crit. You know, why wouldn't he get a crit? So looks like best case scenario will be winning too. You know, that wasn't that bad. I mean, it came down to Conkeldurr. Ultimately, I could have beaten it had I played maybe a little bit smarter with Marowak, but I obviously did not. I should have switched out You know what? I should have switched out, but I didn't. It's just one of those things. Hindsight's 2020. If I switched into Lumion, maybe I would have taken the Hyper Voice Alright and finished it off with Ice Beam because it is 4 times effective. But I didn't know it was faster. But you know, I'm not going to relive the last match. I screwed up, and that's probably going to that possibly could be what's going to stop us from having a perfect episode here. I don't know why. Like I've said in previous videos, my nose itches for some reason only when I'm recording. Even when I stream, it will happen occasionally, and when I'm just sitting at the computer or doing something else, my nose is not itchy. But as soon as I start recording, I'm looking at the camera where I'm recording myself. It's a one-take deal, or usually a one-take deal because I'm not going to crop the crap out or edit the crap out of the video. I'm just going to show you how it actually was. I have to itch my nose anyway. So the Netherlands, someone from the Netherlands is fighting us. Bringing a Hippowdon, a Florges, Unicus, a Aegislash, a Avalog, and now I can't remember that thing's name. Ampharos. Looking at this, we have 2 water weaknesses, two dark weaknesses, a poison weakness, and a ground weakness. 2 ground weaknesses. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of the Pokemon are ground-based pokes. So I'm definitely leading out with the Ariados to get the Sticky Web up. Then I will go with my... I will bring my Marowak just for the Ampharos and potential electric attacks. And I'll bring, with the weaknesses, I'm going to bring Lumion as well. I was about to bring Ninetales, but I didn't want to because ultimately it's very situational. I wanted to bring it for the Aegislash and for the Avalog because they're both defensive Pokemon. Plus, the King's Shield does not work on special attacks. But I just couldn't bring myself to do that because I don't really know what's going to be going on here. And if he doesn't bring those, then I'm not in any good shape. He actually will lead out Ampharos. Probably going to be starting out with Cotton Guards, if I had to assume, which is fine with me. Megas in the Cotton Guards, because I can. Oh crap! I screwed up. That was my misplay. I hit a Shadow Sneak over Sticky Web by mistake, and it literally was over Sticky Web. I just forgot to hit down the D-pad once. Oh well, I guess that happens. Hopefully this guy does go for the Cotton Guards rather than going for a direct attack on me. And it's looking good so far with the going Mega. Oh, he's going for an attack. Crap. That's not good. Power gem. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's faster than me, and that's just simply not good because I will not be able to get my webs up, and this entire advantage I would have from being from his entire team being ground based or her entire team being ground based is null and void. Oh, I am faster, so I mean, I guess this match fools will suffer gladly. Power gem again. Obviously, whenever I see this, I always have to stop myself from saying it's going to be choice because obviously it's not choice because it's holding the Mega Stone. Okay, if it wants to go with Power Gem again, I'll take it pretty well with Marowak. If it wants to go with an Electric Attack, which it won't, then I'll take it pretty well with Marowak. Or with Jaw. With Jaw, gives me a Sword Stance, plus he's slower than I am. Goes into Avalog. Super defensive Pokemon. Or very slow, so that, honestly, even though Marowak's slow, that entire Sticky Web drop was absolutely unnecessary. However, if it has Gyro Ball, it will probably kill the crap out of me. Or Avalanche. I'm betting it has Avalanche. Why wouldn't it have Avalanche? So I really need to rely on getting Faint this turn. That's the only way it's going to work. And it's looking alright with my with Thick Club on top of Sword Stance. That Fire Punch might actually do this. You know, it puts in 2-hit KO category or area. Things holding the Rocky Helmet, and there's the Avalanche, which will probably faint me not because it's stab, but because it's went last, and because Avalog's not that bad on the attack. Okay, well, my entire advantage there of taking out his Ampharos is gone. Making me have to go with Lumion. Not have to, but obviously it's the only likely, or really only solid option I have. Holy, really? Thing lives on must be what 1 or 2 HP, and I'm just not really a fan of that. I prefer if it went down and maybe I could have gotten something going a little better than what I have been at least. And he withdraws on 1 HP, or she. Into Ampharos. Can I get the burn at least for some residual damage? Don't really care about Mold Baker. Game won't even give me the burn. Having a little, I mean, obviously it has to do with misplays as well, but I'm having a little bit of misfortune in this game as well, I have to say. Okay, it's partially Dragon now. Can I get the Ice Beam to do something to it and maybe even get a freeze to turn this around for me? Because I'm thinking, with looking at what his team was in the team preview, if I can get a freeze or if I can get the Faint on the Ampharos, and I know he has Avalog with him, then I might have a chance to put Minion to finish this off before the poison kills me. On the other hand, though, this person might just want to stall me out with the poisoned. Okay, get the freeze or a crit or both. I'm not even picky. Goes for a rock move. Won't even matter though. It's super powerful, and even though I resist it, it won't matter because the poison's going to do what damage the rocks won't. So this game is officially a loss. So we're at best going to do as well as we did last Wi-Fi battle, which is or last episode, which would be two losses, 1 win. I'm not really happy with that, but it seems to be what it's going to be. Also, I'm going to be recording our next episode, episode 3, right after this, because I missed, this is pretty much yesterday's episode, and I had some YouTube issues yesterday, or issues with YouTube, and that caused me not to be able to upload like I wanted to, or even make the video, because I was trying to fix that stuff. And of course, it's going to go for the Thunderbolt because it could. It wasn't even necessary. Excuse me, a little bit of hiccup. And that would be game. So, yeah, I mean, at least last episode we didn't get blown out of the water twice. I guess that first one wasn't really being blown out of the water twice. It was a reasonable battle. Okay, so can we at least get 1 win then on this next battle? That'd be great. I think, honestly, I probably should have brought Ninetales. Or I should have not misplayed Marowak, but honestly, I thought with the Thick Club on top of the Sword Stance, that Fire Punch would have had the possibility to take out Everlog. but the thing is just so defensive that it didn't even care. My attack might be really high, but its defense is just ridiculous. And it wasn't stab, but I think that has a little bit to do with it, because the extra 25% would have definitely went in my favor. So we see another Halpaldon, which is kind of surprising. You don't usually see too many Halpaldons, and now we see 2 in a row. So we'll have Halpaldon, Heracross, Raikou, Porygon 2, Skarmory, and Garchomp. Possible Megas are Heracross and... I mean, not Heracross, Pinsir, my bad. Pinsir and Garchomp. I'd like to see a Mega Pinsir because I don't see him very often, but obviously Mega Garchomp is popular for a reason. 2 super high, two super effective ice hits. 3 actually, I guess. A good rock hit. So 2 rocks, 2 weak to rock, 2 weak to ice, 1 weak to ground, and 1 weak to fighting. Depending if Pinsir Megas or not, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either 4 or 5 of his guys are going to be ground-based pokes. And Pinsir, upon entry, unless it's his lead, will actually take the Sticky Web nerf before it even gets into Mega the first time. So I'm actually going to go out with, again, lead out with my Ariados. Have to bring Lumineon because of the weaknesses that have been exhibited here. And I'm going to bring the exact same set as I did last time. I'll bring Marowak. Because that Raikou is a bit annoying to me. Not to mention I can break an Eviolite pretty well with a Boomerang with a +2 on top of the Thick Club. Eviolite just doesn't have much of a chance on that. It's only so powerful. It's not an Everlog's defense. It has pretty modest defenses. Naturally. So, sure enough, his lead is a Pinsir. Which means that my entire prediction, unless it's not Mega, if it's not Mega then I have a chance here. Or if he wants to switch out before Megaing, I really don't even care. By the way, Pinsir will not be taking the, it is going to Mega, but either way it was not going to be taking the Sticky Webs, and this is going to be a quick attack Pinsir, I'm going to guess, because that just seems to be a way that a lot of people like running it. It's going to go return first. I'll live it because I pretty much have to because of Focus Sash. I sincerely wish I had a rock move right now, but I don't. Luckily the thing is kind of frail, but it resists Sucker Punch. But as it is a little bit frail, I'm going to go after Sucker Punch anyway, because I'm at 1 HP, I'm not going to bring him in. So maybe I was wrong and it's not going to use Quick Attack. I mean, I'm not complaining if that's the case, I was just expecting it. Now with the flying moves I should have an okay chance here. I'm going to go with an Ice Beam to begin. Lumineon barely takes that. If I can get a freeze or a crit, either would result in this feint pretty much. I can get neither, and this next time will take me out. So this game is shaping up to, or this episode is shaping up to be 3 straight losses, and I'm not really a fan of that. Unless Marowak pulls off something amazing. It's all on Marowak, really. I can't even go with the Sword Stance. Usually I would, but I'm not able to. Not if I want to feint this guy. And that's if Return doesn't feint me outright. Okay, Fire Punch with Thick Club should do this. Not to mention super effective. There we are. Well, I did get the Sticky Webs up. Depending what what else he's going to be bringing this time, I might have a chance of winning this. But I'll have to be faster than whatever comes out, which means it'll have to be ground-based pretty much. Like the Garchomp. And I will have to pretty much be able to just OHKO it immediately. Am I faster than Garchomp with a Sticky Web drop? I am not sure. I'd like to think so. Let's see, Boomerang, can you do this for me? He's still faster even with the Sticky Webs. And that actually will cost me the game, and this will be a episode with 3 consecutive losses. Not really something not really something I'm happy with, but it happened. I hope to see you all next time, which will honestly be today because I'm uploading these videos back to back. So right after this video uploads, the next one will upload about half an hour later. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If I found some enjoyment in this, whether it was just watching me lose because you hate me or something like that, or just because you like watching battles in general. If you did, please do show your support by sharing this video if you really enjoy it and you think other people will enjoy it, and of course by just the common measure of liking this video if you liked it. I will be moving on to the next episode now. At least I'm open with that, and I shall see you guys next time.